research up the Sahaba, even the Battle of Ahzab. There are many lessons to learn. And inshallah, on that note,
and you can see outside those little lines there. That's the trench. I didn't draw that. No, I got from Google. So that's the alliance outside Banu Ghatafan, the Quraysh, and inside is Banu Khurayza. Now they had a treaty with the Prophet that they were they had a treaty of peace with the Prophet that they weren't gonna attack the Muslims. And remember, this is Islam in its early years. Yeah, so Islam's just a fledgling community. They still haven't fully left Medina as a state. So Muslims are in a safe position. They built the trench. There's mountains by the side, and the alliance can't get in. So one of the smart moves the alliance did, they formed a new treaty with Banu Khurayza. So essentially, Banu Khurayza backstabbed the Muslims. Now the problem facing the Muslims now, Banu Khurayza, they had a strong army. They had a lot of weaponry. Muslims are trapped now. Can you see the trap? There's Banu Khurayza behind them, and in front of them, there's Banu Ghatafan, the Quraysh, the alliance. Now, they're thinking, where do we go? Where do we run to? Yeah, and the situation got so bad, as the brother said, there's narrations that the Sahaba and the Prophet, throughout the whole day, they missed the Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, so much they were concerned about the community. They thought Islam was literally on the verge of collapse. That's it. End game. Game finished. And within this comes this individual known as Nuaym Ibn Masood, as we mentioned, a person with a background not too dissimilar to some of the Muslims we see today, the clubbers, the jahils, the party goers. This is a guy who went from city to city. He travelled hundreds of miles just to attend music little festivals with women, songstresses, dancers. Yeah, and at a time of this, he decided he's from the Ghatafan camp. That's his tribe. That night, when the Prophet ﷺ made dua that Allah help us, that night he decided to become Muslim. And subhanAllah, was one man. Look at the situation facing the Muslims. One man, he took down this whole alliance, just one guy. He went to Banu Khurayza and he told them, he started whispering, isn't it? Look, what if you lose the war? At least the other guys, they've got somewhere to run away. Where are you guys going to go? You're going to get it. Then he gave Banu Khurayza ideas, so take some prisoners from the Quraysh, from the alliance. Then he went to the Quraysh, he said, you know what, I've been hearing that Banu Khurayza don't actually want to fight. They're trying to backstab you. So if they start asking for ransom, people, your soldiers as ransom, you know something dodgy is happening. So just through his little politicking, you can see how he broke the alliance up. And this is literally only days, hours after he became Muslim. So some of the lessons that like the brother mentioned, he left his own clique, he left his own boys, his whole crew, we're going to talk about 10,000 men. And he joined Islam at a time when Islam was facing defeat. Who chooses a losing side? If you had a choice between a winning side and a losing side, who chooses the losing side? But such was his sincerity to the truth. He chose the truth. And alhamdulillah, through his help, and through the help of Allah, the Muslims managed to overcome this problem. If they had lost this war, it was the end of Islam. So these are just some of the lessons, brothers, inshallah, from the life of Nuaym Ibn Masood. Apologize for the map. Try and do a better one next time, inshallah. So if brothers want to ask any questions.